Hey traders, John Howie, the end is near, and I believe that we've got some really significant turning points coming up soon. So I want to cover that when it comes to just the overall markets. Let's get straight in. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so I see a significant point coming real soon, and I think a lot of people are so used to a lot of people that that are trading right now, they're so used to and they're so in the present moment, what's happening now. And a lot of people are just so stuck in what's happening now instead of trying to see cycles and seeing patterns and so on and so forth. Now, if you are a trader, guys, and if you are a trader right now and you're trading for income and you need some help, I want you to join my webinar that I'm running today. You see the very first link in the description. And on that webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years. I've tested literally dozens and dozens, probably well over 100 trading systems now. And my #1 trading system that I trade every day is the most highest probability trading system on the planet. I'm going to share with you exactly what it is, how I find the trades, and also what I had to do, what I actually personally had to learn. What are the characteristics that goes into a good trader as well too. So you've got system and also you as well too. So if you're struggling right now and you need some help, then join my webinar today, guys. I promise you're going to absolutely really get a lot of value, especially the secret #1. If you're struggling and you don't know why and you're just confused, secret #1, there's 3 secrets I'm going to share with you on the webinar, but the secret #1 is definitely going to really help you. It definitely helped me go from losing a lot of money to doing really well at trading. But looking at the markets right now, looking at the stock market now, we're definitely still on a bit of a trajectory on the downside. Okay, we've been continuing this downward phase. And the hardest thing about looking at what the stock market is doing right now as we speak, the hardest thing about this is that so many people are focused on that this is the top of the market, this is the end of the markets, and so on and so forth, right? We're going through this period. But it's really interesting to see what's going on now. And I really do believe, guys, that I don't believe we're getting ready for some sort of a significant crash. Not yet. Okay, there's the fear is not there. The fear is too much for where we are at right now. Okay, so yes, I do I believe that there's going to be some more downside to come? Yes, I believe we're probably going to get a bit of a capitulation day. The selling's going to be hard. It's going to be fast. But it's only going to be short-lived. That's what I truly believe. But then we're going to see a true strong reversal out of the markets here. We're getting really, as I said before, we're getting a lot of fear in the marketplace right now. Lots and lots of fear. If we go over Ray Dalio's 6-point criteria, and I won't go over to you right now because it'll make this video much longer. But do you know that out of the 6, there's about 4 or 5 that are really negative, which means or he has a 6-point bubble checklist, right? 6-point bubble checklist. You know, and if one says bubble, that means it's in bubble territory. If one says like it's not bubble territory, then it's obviously not in a bubble. And then I think it's 4 or 5 out of those indicators now since January are no longer in a bubble territory. So we can see that this market has had a pullback through here, but I seriously would not be surprised is that if we have this whole May period that we're going through right now, if we go through this choppiness of what we're seeing right now in May, and then going through June and so on and so forth to start to really pick up on what's going on in the marketplace there. So and again, guys, there's so much fear, right? There's so much fear in the marketplace right now, and I really do see that we can see that we're sort of hovering around here. We've had a very big move down, and so I'm still expecting I'm expecting a rally out of the markets. Okay, and the reason why is because again, the markets never just go straight down, or they never go straight up. Okay, they go up, they pull back, they go up, they pull back, they go up, they're sideways, and right, down, pull back, down, pull back, down. Right, look this has been down, right? So I'm expecting, even if we got a little bit more downside, right, I'm expecting at least a bit of a then a bit of a pullback. Now the question is going to be how much a bit of a pullback here is going to happen. Now the sign that will tell us that yes, we're at the end of this overall downward phase would be capitulation in the markets. And I do believe we're going to get something like that soon, like a real big, strong capitulation day. We haven't got that yet, so we could be getting ready for that. And it's something that, and I believe we're building up to something like that, because again, a capitulation day simply means it's a real big down day. It's a real big flash. We have a big volume spike. And then after that comes the bull market. You know what I mean? So if you go back and this is, let me go and show you this here. Like for example, oil, right? So if we see what actually happened with oil, this is generally what happens at tops and bottoms of markets. Look at this here, big capitulation. So the market's been going down, 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 down. Capitulation type of a day through there. Very big capitulation, right? Oh my goodness, it's so bad. Negative, negative, negative. See, this is where, right here, what was the sentiment around oil? Oh my goodness, why would you touch oil? It's gone negative. It's so bad. It's such a right? It's like you just go on. About why everything is so bad with oil and I'm buying oil now. Okay. Now I'm not saying I'm buying oil now, but the thing is that whenever you see the sentiment like go from from bullish to really, really negative, you're getting very, very close to the bottom, especially when you get a capitulation move like this day here. And then guess what happened? And then we've actually seen. Now the thing is yes, this is a graph here, right? But the fact of the matter is that it did rally out for a bit, and then what is that? And then we went sideways for, what is that? 158 days. How much is that in months, right? So what's that? Oh, it looks like maybe 4 or 5 months somewhere through there. But you had to wait, and then guess what? And now look what's happening. Now guess what? Oh, so we got the capitulation on what? On the downside. And now we got the capitulation on the upside, right? Now look what's happening. Now we're just sort of flattening out. Doesn't mean we can't go back up. But we're getting that you get these capitulation type of moves at tops and bottoms. So right now, the overall market that we're getting is the sentiment is really, really, really negative, and it's just we're building up for a really, 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 really big move in the marketplace. We can see like a little bit of a down day. The thing about I'm seeing with the Nasdaq is that it actually got to my, look at this here, it actually got to my trend line there and sort of bounced through there. So again, we may get some capitulation move, guys, but I'm telling you right now, the end is near, and it's going to be game over for the bears, and we're going to get a rally out of this. The question I'm always asking myself is, when we get the rally, and it's coming, right? Even if it's a bear market rally, we're going to get it. The question I'm asking myself is, what happens within the rally? Is it a strong rally? Like, do we get something like this and then we get a higher low? If so, if we get something like that, I don't give a rat's ass about what your opinion is about the markets, or my opinion, or what I think, or what I hope, or what I'm fearful of. The fact of the matter is this. Okay, is that if we get something like this, markets make low, higher low, and then the market takes off. The fact of the matter is that the market's telling you the buyers are in control. It doesn't matter how negative the news is. If we get something like this, the buyers are coming back in, and they're taking this thing back up again. So that's what you want to do. And the reason why I'm tough on you, the reason why I said that in a much more sort of tougher way, is because I want you to not be focusing so much on the news, okay, and focusing on the markets, because the market just go back over the charts and then read the charts and study the charts. You'll start to see, oh look, here was a downtrend, here was an uptrend, so on and so forth, right? Because I don't want you to be sucked in into thinking that this is going to be completely over if we get something like this. So that's always the big thing for me. I'm always looking for is, what is the thing that comes next with this rally? Is it a bear market rally and we get a rollover? Or are we actually getting towards the end of this sort of capitulation type move? So Nasdaq is very, very, very overextended. Let me take everything off the screen here. So we're getting a very big overextended move. So I'm expecting at least a 50% retracement, coming like this. 50% somewhere through there. Something like that. But if we get a lot more out of that, or if we start to get something like this, you know, it's going to be really telling what's going to come here, guys. I don't know what's going to come, but once we start to get a good pattern here of what actually happens on the rally that's likely to come real soon, to start to balance out this, a bear market rally or the start of a really big upward trend. And so same for the Nasdaq, same for the Dow Jones as well. But the thing is that with the Dow Jones, we're still pretty much near the highs, right? We're only down about, 10% from the highs. What's the S&P is down, what's that there? Yeah, we're still only down 15% on the S&P. And obviously the Nasdaq's in that bear market territory. So that's what we're seeing through there. We're seeing like still a little bit of a pullback on the Russell as well too. So the Russell probably has a little bit more downside to come. We've got a very sort of strong momentum coming out of here. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see the Russell actually have a bit more of a pullback. But then I'll tell you what, traders, get ready for a really, really, really significant move in the markets there. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, guys. Just on a stock market level, it's a bit more of a bigger picture sort of thinking here. You know, over the next sort of couple of weeks, some sort of things to think about as we are shaking and baking and doing our thing for the next couple of weeks. The big thing is that we are going to see a rally soon. Out of the markets, as I said before, we are going to see a rally soon. It's just going to happen. No market just keeps going down and down and down, or up. Right? We are going to see that. So don't be, one, expect the rally to come, but secondly, keep an eye out for what actually forms within that rally. Is it a strong rally or is it a weak rally? You know, do we get something like this? Okay, now we had a strong move down and a strong move up. Maybe we're getting ready to have like a V bottom formation. Okay, that's a possibility. Or is it more of like a weak move, meaning we have a strong move down and then suddenly we get like a very sort of, it goes like that. Or if I'm going to draw the bars in, it'll do something like this, right? It'll go like this. Or do we do something like this? Now, here's the thing, traders. Here's the thing. Scenario number one, V bottom. If we get that, that's a very bullish pattern. We're probably going to start to create a bit of a bottoming pattern, and then we're going to start to make a race to all-time new highs for the rest of this year. If we get scenario number two, like this here, that is, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that, because if we get that, there's a massive. If we get this over the rest of, say, May, right, and it just does nothing. There's a massive probability we're going to get something like that, and we're going to start to see sell off. And if we did get something like that, then what is that? 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we could, if we do get pattern number two, we're going to go down so hard, so fast. We're probably going to end up back down towards the 9,000 level, because then that would be the capitulation move. So if this pattern forms, the market is going to get absolutely demolished, and that's the big thing you really want to keep out for. So it's a really, really, really big sign over the next couple of weeks that we need to keep an eye out for. So traders, make sure you head on down to my webinar today. Join my webinar today. I'd love to see you over there. I'm going to teach you the 3 secrets. The secret number 1 is all about what I actually had to learn about becoming a good trader to take me from losing money to actually making money from trading. And then the whole backstory about that. I'm also going to share with you all the details to my number 1 trading system and pattern and how I enter and so on and so forth. I'm going to show you my scans, how I scan the market as well too to find these trades. Whether you trade the Forex market or the crypto market, I'm going to share trades with you on that as well too. I'm also going to share with you how going through cancer actually took me from trading 16 hours per day, 12 to 16 hours per day, how it took me that to now I only trade maybe 2 to 4 hours per day, depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm only looking at the market for a couple of hours, and that's it for my day. But I'm going to share with you exactly how the cancer story, how going through cancer really sort of shifted me and took me to that place. I'm going to show you exactly all that on my webinar today. So if you need some help right now, guys, then I want to see you on my webinar. Go join that right now. Very first link in the description, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon.